My name is Brother Stephen, and I'm here to announce to you that in less than 50 years, Christianity will be liquidated for Nigeria. God is sending people like us to talk about this matter so that it will not come as a very big surprise. And number one weapon Satan is using, and also the number two weapon Satan is using to bring this to pass is one. We are told, because you married a second wife, you have committed sin against God. Therefore, you are going to hell fire. When indeed, in the year 23 AD, the Roman government are the ones who made this law in order to satisfy the sexual lust of the Roman army. And if the church sees this matter and decide to put it into the church and say that God has commanded it, I am telling you, the swords of Caesar will never cease from the church. And then the first thing it will do to the church, or is doing to the church, is sexual contamination and pollution will never cease from the church. And then it will kill the sons and daughters of Christianity. Number two, we are told because Jesus has died upon the cross, law is abolished. This is another huge error. Jesus did not say, I've come to abolish the law either. The truth means one thing, and one basic thing I want you to understand. Jesus at any time never abolished the law. It was the Roman government that abolished the law because of their own political interest. And then to say that Jesus abolished the law is another way to say that men and women are given the permission to continue in sin. Now, hear me and hear me well. The only thing that will help Christianity is to abolish these doctrines from the church. If a man have the grace to marry a second wife, let him go ahead. At least this one will help to reduce the number of the women on the street and the women also in the brutal. And number two, which is the law, talking about the law. God is interested in reigning in human community, in reigning in the world. God is interested that his government should be what will rule his people. Therefore, God hates man-made doctrines. God hates man-made laws. God wants to be the lawmaker of our country. God wants to be the lawmaker of our states. God wants his government to rule. That government that was said in the book of Daniel, that the kingdom will have no end. Also, in the book of Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, you take 28 to 30 thereabouts. Mention about the kingdom of David, how God promised him that his kingdom will continue even forever. Now, this kingdom must continue. Remember also in Matthew 21, how that Jesus was enthroned king. According to many such or church logic or many church doctrines, they call it the triumphant entrance of Jesus into Jerusalem. The truth is that it's not an entrance. Jesus was then officially made king, enthroned king by the first generation of Christians, by the first generation of believers. He was first of all then enthroned king. But the Christianity of today, of the Romans, have a better understanding of these things. That is why when Jesus was brought before Pilate, Pilate was saying, you are the king of the Jews. You are the king of the Jews. And then Jesus said, so you say. Jesus had not even told Pilate that he is the king of the Jews. And then Pilate, the Romans continue to say he's the king of the Jews. People have envisioned something which the Jewish elders of the Jews did not see, which the Pharisees did not see. They have envisioned this all from the time of Daniel, a kingdom that will not end. Therefore, except Christianity allow the kingdom of God to reign upon them, I'm telling you, by Christianity will soon be liquidated. Look, the meeting has been made already. The agreement has been made in the realm of the spirit. Everything has been sealed. And now we are at the stage of counting countdown on Christianity. The countdown on Christianity is already on. And I'm telling you the basic truth. The water has already come to the chest, and it will soon get to the neck. And if Christianity will do quick and amend, abolish these two doctrines, and begin to make in their state laws that comes only from the Bible and no more, any law that comes from mankind can be said to be satanic. Any doctrine that comes from mankind can be said to be satanic. So accept Christianity, make it haste in order to amend these things, to also not only to permit, but to encourage that a man can pick two wives so that we can